Are you looking for the top 5 best dashcam front and rear under 150? In this video, we will look at some of the top 5 best dashcam front and rear under 150 on the market. For more details and price, click product link. Please check the description below. Before we get started with our video, number 1. Viofo A139. There are many folk outside of the professional driving world that legitimately need a 3-camera setup such as this, where individual units capture footage out of the windscreen, out of the rear and inside the cabin. But if you're one of those people, Viofo's package is enticing, since it offers a lot of technology for the money. The entire setup is compact and simple enough to install without impeding too much on windscreen real estate. Just be prepared to deal with lots of trailing wires and get used to hiding them in the car's headliner or under the carpet. In our tests, footage captured out of the front camera was perfectly good enough in most scenarios. That said, it falls some way behind some of the market leaders, which now offer impressive 4K capabilities, excellent low-light capture and wide dynamic range technology for all driving conditions. Viofo does use Sony Starvis image sensors, which work well when capturing footage in low light, although the drop in resolution means that some of the quality is lost in subpar driving conditions. You'll be able to punch into the footage using some video software, but distant details become fuzzy. The interior and rear cameras capture 170 degrees of action, thanks to a wide field of view, while that interior camera also uses 6 LED to assist with its infrared capabilities. Even in the darkest driving conditions, we found it easy to make out what was going on inside the car. At this price, the A139 competes with a lot of fantastic cameras on this list, with many offering lots of additional technology, a more user-friendly app and touchscreens for easier interaction. Plus, Viofo's own A129 4K dual dashcam setup, see Note 6, is a very similar price. Unless you absolutely need the interior footage, the higher resolution A129 with rear screen is the better buy. Number 2. Thinkware T700. The Thinkware T700 focuses on clever additional features, rather than blowing the budget on the latest image sensors and huge video resolutions. The result is perfectly adequate, if not completely faultless, HD quality footage, with a healthy dollop of online features that make it great for particularly paranoid car owners. That's because this camera accepts Vodafone's vSIM card, meaning that for a few quid a month, you can have a constantly connected 4G LTE camera that you can tap into via a smart device from pretty much anywhere in the world. Due to this fact, the T700 requires hard wiring into a vehicle's power supply to make the most of these remote features, which we found to be both fiddly and a bit tricky. That said, once initial setup is complete, it's very easy to rapidly download clips to a smart device, receive warnings when the car has been involved in a parking shunt, and spy on the kids if and when they grab the keys to your prize wheels. Number 3. Vava 2K Dual Dashcam. Vava joins a growing list of relative newcomers to the dashcam game that includes brands like Vantrue and Viofo. However, we found that its level of build quality and finish could easily rival some of the bigger names in the market, making it among the best dashcams right now. Arriving in neatly divided and high-quality packaging, the Vava 2K Dual Dashcam immediately feels like a premium offering. This is reflected in the fairly lofty price, but unfortunately its footage isn't as crisp, detailed or clear on test as some of the 4K rivals higher up in this guide. On top of this, the rear camera, which is neatly integrated into the single, lozenge-shaped unit, predominantly captures what is going on inside the cabin, rather than the important stuff happening out of the rear window. That said, the extra niceties, including a wireless physical button for recording footage on the fly and capturing still images when driving, are neat things to have. Plus, features like a driver fatigue alarm and infrared lighting for inside the cabin feel like welcome extras. It's a good little dash cam, but it just doesn't capture footage, as well as those products that feature separate front and rear cameras. Number 4. Kenwood DRV-A601W. The Kenwood DRV-A601W does everything you ask of it, and does it well, without including many of the annoying additional features, such as lane keeping assist warnings and speed limit alerts, that many modern units attempt to woo potential buyers with. We found the 4K footage to be smooth, while the addition of removable polarizing filter and built-in HDR technology means it's possible to get incredibly crisp and clear images, even in adverse weather conditions or low-light situations. That said, the DRV-A601W is expensive. Similarly priced rivals offer equally good video quality, with the addition of innovative features, such as the emergency SOS geolocation service found on the next B622GW. Kenwood also pushes its rear-view camera, which offers fantastic HD quality footage to capture rear-end collisions and the like, as well as its hard wiring kit that allows the camera to draw a certain amount of power when the ignition is off, without draining the vehicle's battery. This opens up parking surveillance opportunities and gets around modern engine stop/start technology that can often see the power cut off to cameras and recording terminated. However, adding these extras can get expensive, And there are models such as the Viofo A139 that offer a perfectly good 3-camera setup for the same price as the Kenwood's front-facing unit. Of course, it can't compete on video quality, but if you want all-round coverage on a budget, there are options. Number 5. Garmin Dashcam Tandem. Garmin's first dual-lens dashcam lets you view what's going on both inside and outside the car while you're driving, which is handy for taxi drivers and others wanting to keep an eye on their passengers. Extremely compact in design, the Dashcam Tandem features a clip-in magnetic mount and can be easily installed below the rearview mirror and removed when not in use. 2 lengths of USB cable are provided. The longer one enables you to run the cable around the car cabin neatly, as is a cigarette lighter USB socket with 2 ports for charging your phone at the same time. However, if you want to use the dashcam for incident recording, such as if your car gets bumped in the car park while you're shopping, you will need to get it professionally installed so it's constantly recording. Key for control of the camera is the Garmin Drive app, Android and iOS, where you can review video and audio footage from your drives without having to take the micro SD card out of the camera. We found picture quality to be generally excellent, especially from the front camera, and while the rear camera struggled a bit in very low light, you can still make out passengers reasonably clearly in black and white. There's also a picture-in-picture option so you can view both rear and front-facing camera footage simultaneously. Rather usefully, footage is displayed with a timestamp, the speed of the vehicle and its location. Voice control is also provided, which enables hands-free control, with instructions such as OK Garmin, take a picture, or OK Garmin, save video. Safety cam alert updates will also be added to the app soon. The only slight problem we experienced was that the app wasn't as intuitive as we would like and didn't automatically connect to the Wi-Fi connection when reviewing footage from our drives. Aside from that, this is a pricey but excellent option for those who want to keep an eye on their car, inside and out.